Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe McCall with Tom Kroll. Tom, how are you doing, brother?
Brother Joe.
Hey,
It's good
I'm
to
so
see you.
excited about this. By the way, I was just looking at your coffee mug.
There you go.
So let's vote
Oh,
in the comments right now. Who has the better coffee mug, Joe or Tom? You have the Rhino mug, and I have the best coach ever mug.
yeah, but I got a bam on the back.
Wow,
Bam!
where'd you get? Excuse me. Where'd you get that mug?
This is from one of our neighborhood friends for for a birthday present. How awesome is that?
Nice. Excuse me. A student gave me this, and those of you who can't see it, it says best coach ever, number 1. I'm going to get Tom one that says second best coach ever, number 2 on it.
So who
But a
got that
student
for
gave
you?
this.
Where did that come from? Which student? I want name. This is not Sally B from Oklahoma, right? Or
I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
I do know who did it, but I'll tell you offline because
Okay.
I don't know if he or she wants to know who it was. But anyways, hey guys, glad you're here. If you're watching this right now, we're doing this live, so we just want to say hi to you guys on Facebook, YouTube, and even on LinkedIn. Tom, did you know? Are you on LinkedIn at all? Do you care?
I'm sure they have me somewhere on LinkedIn, but I maybe not. Maybe, who knows?
Hey, Tom, do you need to have like thousands and thousands of followers and a big, huge audience and a ton of people that know about you to have a coaching business and to make money helping people?
Yeah, no. So it's so interesting, Joe, because I really, as I got into helping coaches, right? So we have a lot of coaches who have come up through our system, and when we first got started, I was worried about how I got from 100,000 a year to millions, right? But what I realize is it's really the magic of it is getting from 0 to 100,000, right? How do you consistently make $10,000 a month in a repeatable way, in a consistent way as a business? And that is what is so amazing about what you and I are going to be discussing. Is this is helpful for anyone who is already over 10 million a year coaching, but this is going to be a mega helpful for the people who are getting started and they just want to get to a repeatable 10K. Because here's the deal. You can do this without any kind of paid ads or any way of doing. You can start from scratch, and as long as you can get to 10K by being a generous expert instead of being a coach, right? That's really what I want to share with you, this audience today. Is like, if you guys want to get started, just be authentic, be real about what you're doing, and be the generous coach, be the generous expert. And if you do that, I don't care if you have no list, no audience, no product, right? And you can just start crushing it and helping people, making millions, helping thousands. And I'm really excited about sharing that message with everyone who's going to be at this amazing event in Orlando.
I'm looking forward to it. October 27th, 28th, Orlando, Florida, coachmarketingworkshop.com. Tom and I have been talking about this for years. Literally. We've been talking about doing an event like this for at least 3 years. And finally, the doors just opened up and said, let's do this thing. And I'm looking forward to it because, guys, I'll say this about Tom. I've known him for a long time. There is not a better coach in the real estate investing space than Tom Kroll. Well, he doesn't coach necessarily anymore in real estate investing, but there's not a better coach that I know, period, than Tom Kroll. And those of you on my Facebook or you follow me, the other day I posted 11 rules of coaching. In fact, Tom, when we're doing a podcast on Monday, let's talk about those 11 rules. That's a good idea. Tom and I are going to be doing some podcasts coming up here about how to be a better coach, how to grow, gain a following, how to help people, and not just do it for the money. Because if you're in it for the money, you're going to be found out. You're going to be burnt out. You're going to crash and burn. It's a horrible way to be in this business. Now, we do make great money in this. Tom and I together, we've sold over $30 million in coaching and services and information products since we've been doing this. And it's a great journey, but it's not about the money necessarily. That helps. I wouldn't be doing this for nothing, obviously, right? But people get excited about the money part of it, but then get overwhelmed quickly, don't they, Tom, with like, oh man, I want to do coaching because I want to make some extra money or maybe extra side hustle. I just love helping people and I want to have a bigger impact, a bigger influence. But they get overwhelmed with, they think, oh, I got to have a funnel. I got to have a webinar. I need to have a huge podcast and a huge YouTube following. I need to be on Instagram and TikTok and all of these different places. And I need to be everywhere because that's what I see these other people doing. But you do such a good job of helping people kind of like say, nah, you don't necessarily need all of that. And in fact, making 10 grand a month, which is huge and significant, it's not that hard, is it?
I mean, that's the thing. And it's actually easier. You know, it's funny is that if you just want to, if you're an expert and you're getting a great result, don't exaggerate the result. Just get out there and be a generous expert. I am telling you guys, you will supernaturally just explode. It's like mythical. It's a magical experience, is that if you just go to help, there are great books like The Go Giver and other resources like that. But if you just go to say, I have gotten a really good result doing something, I figured something out, and I just have contagious energy and I want to share it with everybody I meet. I don't care if you work at a phone store and you're living paycheck to paycheck, or if I just want to share this with everybody. And if you approach the way that you have been able to get this blessing, right, and then to share it with other people, it's amazing. You could have exponential or compound, or what I call leapfrog success, where all of a sudden, you know, we have people in a coaching program right now who are literally have never made a coaching sale, but they've had some success in one area. And there's a student who came in, you know, I've been teaching, Joe, for over a decade. I've been a coach. I have far more than 10,000 hours. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're over a decade now.
That long.
More than 5,000 students, over 10,000 hours of coaching. And I can tell you, with coaching coaches, we had one guy who came in, total rock star, total sweetheart. He did $40,000 in sales in his first week. That's never happened when I was coaching other things. You can do that in coaching. Coaching is a business. And, you know, to talk about Joe for a minute, guys, I've seen Joe. I got my start because Joe let me on into his world and into his audience. And I'm going to tell you a little secret right now that we're going to discuss. Let me tell you why Joe did that. And Joe is the best in the world at marketing. But let me tell you why Joe let me into his world. Because I was a generous expert and I was sharing and giving. So people like Joe and Alex Youngblood and Todd Toback, they were more than happy to say, come on in, share what you know, share, give away your best secrets, tell us so that you can help us. That is what helped me explode. If you are authentic and sincere with just, I want to help people, like Joe was just talking about, it's money is a symptom. It is not the condition. We can create the condition by being a go-giver and sharing our expertise. So, you know, why did he let me in? Because I was sharing everything. Here is the best way to find customers. Here's the best way to make more per customer. Here's the best way to serve your customers. And people will see that it lowers everyone's barrier. If you want to start making $10,000 a month right now, you've got to lower everyone's barrier. You got to stop selling, stop being a coach, stop pretending to be something you're not, and just be a generous expert. And we're going to start foundationally in this program. I'm going to be going through this, but guys, I have seen what Joe does, and Joe in our industry is a rock star. I mean that. Everybody, when we go to a room, everybody wants to sit near Joe because they know that he has the latest and greatest when it comes to how to take who you've become as a coach and amplify it. Because that's where really what marketing is. Marketing is just, it's just louder. It's just turning up the volume. So I'm going to really work with you on who do you have to become, who do you have to be, how to build a community, how to build a coaching business, a one-to-many nationwide business, not a job, a business that's scalable, helps a lot of people and makes you a fortune. And Joe's going to show you how to put that on steroids with marketing that works, that anybody can do. We're going to swipe all of his stuff. We're going to steal it. We're going to walk out with the briefcase and we're going to take everything that he has. It's going to be a great adventure.
Yeah, we're a completely open book. And this is why this thing's going to sell out. It's going to sell out quick because we're just sharing with you what we've done and what you can do too. And what you were talking about, just being a go-giver, Tom, one of the things that you were so good at was just giving away tons and tons of really good, valuable, free information that other people charged tons and tons of money for. Like you would get invites to speak at real estate investment clubs, right? Or you'd go on podcasts, and you were kind of leading this at the time, where just giving away tons and tons of information with nothing to sell. But people would come up to you and say, "Hey, how can I work with you? How can I work closer with you to get some more of this detailed information?" And so some people think they have the scarcity mindset. If I share too much, or if I give away too much for free on a podcast or speaking at a live event, like, people aren't going to want to sign up for coaching or get my help,
Right.
right? But why is that a myth?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I learned from Jeff Walker early on from Launch, and he had I can't think of what the name of his program was, but
Product launch formula.
Product launch formula. Yes. And he said, have no free line. At the same time, I heard someone in another industry, Amy Porterfield, and she was talking about giving it all away. And that's the world that I came up in. And guys, this brings up another really good point. So first of all, whatever your best secret is, share it immediately. Whatever you feel like, if I say this, they're not going to buy from me because I'm giving away my best stuff, that's exactly where to start. But additionally, it's about consistency, and it's about not watching your competition. If you feel less than, and because you're watching all of these, you think, oh, the market is saturated with coaches. Trust me, the market is not. There's about 300 or 400 coaches in the whole country. The market is not saturated with coaches. What happens is you look at these guys in front of, fake yachts and helicopters and all of this, and you might feel less than, but the reality is you're strong, you're powerful. If you found something that works and you want to share it, we're going to show you step by step, exactly specific instruction on how you can go out and immediately, overnight, put revenue and student success in first position to create a powerhouse. That's why this is such a good combination with Joe and I, is because very often the reason these webinars and funnels and tunnels and seminars and blah, 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 all this stuff doesn't work is because you don't work, because you're not connecting, because you're so busy watching competitors and feeling less and sorry for yourself. If you have a good result, you have a seat at the table. We're going to show you how to become the person who can speak from the belly, from your own experience, where people hear your message and they turn you up or they turn you off because you appeal to them or you don't. And we're going to show you how to cut through all that noise in the market and find your audience right away, even if you're starting from scratch and you don't even have a product yet. So it's really going to be a super simple journey that we're going to take with you.
So I want to walk you through, guys, what we're going to do this event. And we are going to do some more podcasts early next week talking about this stuff and teaching and sharing more. Let me get rid of this banner here. So we built a little page here, and some of you might think, oh man, here they go. Like they've got these fancy sales pages and these fancy videos. But I had my guy put it together, and these kinds of pages that we build, we're going to give you the templates so you can copy and build these things as well yourself. Right. But we just hired a video guy for a few $100 that took different video clips that we had and put it together. But this is what we're going to be covering on the 2 days. All right. Just want to zoom in here. Can you see this good, Tom?
Yeah, I can read it just fine.
All right, look at this. Step by step, exactly how to build a multi-million-dollar coaching business, not a coaching job that only runs without you, but grows with you. Without you. A step-by-step guide to 81K in sales in the next 30 days. Really, Tom?
Yeah. So actually, I can't share my screen, but just starting out, that's what I just did. So I'm going to give them the exact step by step. And I know a lot of people are watching this, Joe, and they're reading this and they're like, well, this is because Joe and Tom are so good looking and, they have that advantage. But I'm telling you guys, it's not just our looks. If you follow this step by step, it's not just our looks. I mean, that certainly comes into play.
I'd like to think it was. I'd like to think it was my sexy body, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. How to build a coaching business to exit for millions of dollars. I don't know, Tom, have you done that?
Maybe, possibly. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna make millions and we're gonna exit for millions. But additionally, what we're gonna do is we are gonna help a ton of people along the way. Guys, the reason that you got into business, if you're an owner, I'm gonna remind you why you got into business, because sometimes we forget, right? We forget why we get into business, right? But I'm gonna give you a reminder of why we got into business. We got into business, all of us, for a good night's sleep. So we're going to show you how to grow and scale this business with a real, true student first framework, how to actually, and this is, it turns out that the simplest model to scale and the simplest model to grow is the student first model, how to bring these people in and actually just focus on getting them results. And sometimes, we're going to go through some stuff and you'll say, well, is this scalable? Here's the thing. Scalability is a funny word, right? It just means that you're not doing it. Sometimes people think that scalability is based on the activity that the owner's doing. It has nothing to do with that. As long as someone else in your company is doing it, the activity is scalable. So everything is scalable. So that means we're going to show you how to grow a business where every choice that you make when you're faced with the decision is going to be based on what is most likely to get that student who paid you their hard-earned money the result that you promised. And if you do that, that business, that is that supernatural attraction, that like out of this world mythical attraction model that you are going to, all of a sudden, people are just going to be flooding in to come and see you because no one's doing that. They're too busy taking pictures in front of yachts and fake airplanes and all of that when they really should be with their students. So it's really exciting to share this message with everybody because I've seen it work with people that we've worked with and Brent Daniels and other people who are doing out there crushing it. And it's exciting to see that. So if you guys want to have a business that just grows supernaturally and exponentially and you have leapfrog success, we're going to get you to, if you're just starting, we're going to, and even out of the gate and you don't have a product, don't build your product. We sell it and then we build it.
Yeah.
We sell it first and then we build it. Yeah, that's a key. But so don't waste time buying all these tools and wasting time with, sometimes preparation can be a form of procrastination, right? So don't spend time building. We're going to go out and we are going to show you how to start immediately right away, making 10K per month in a repeatable way. And then we're going to show you how to, once you do the hard work, hustle is a season, right? Right. So once we do that, then we're gonna punch the gas and we're gonna make that into a 7-figure business, which is phenomenal. I mean, more exciting.
This is so important because you can do this with a small team, right? You don't need a huge team. Tom and I have assistants and we have people behind us. I have probably more people than Tom does working for me, but like, you don't need to have all these funnels built. Like we're going to show you basic from just starting, nobody knowing you, how to start getting to your first 10K a month. Super easy to do. Trust us. We're on the other side of it and we've helped a lot of people do it. It's very easy to do, but we're going to show you how to do this with a small team or with no team. And then as you grow and you want to start doing the funnels or the webinars or the things like I'm doing, we'll show you how to do that as well. The JV attraction system. One super inexpensive hire that'll explode your revenue and where to find that person. Oh, I love Tom. I love this, man. So like,
I'm not going to give that one away, but that is a game changer.
Yeah,
woo!
One of my favorite podcasts, and I've done over 1,100 podcasts. One of my favorite ones is the one Tom did when we were talking about something, and we're going to be sharing that. All right. 3 simple steps to creating a thriving, scalable, loyal, profitable, self-governing, perpetually growing community of raving fans and followers. Oh man, I love it. And again, nobody does that better than Tom. Student first. Tom's going to talk a lot about this. A student first methodology. This is so kind of backwards for what you might think. But when you put the students first, revenue will follow every single time. Okay. How to get referral leads. No competition, only collaboration. Cut through the noise. There's so much noise out there. Tom talks a lot about easy peasy lemon squeezy. When you should and should not charge a subscription. 3 big mistakes that coaches will make from selling products. Tom doesn't like info products, and we'll talk about why, because it's one of the slowest ways to big money. There's a place for it, but not when you're getting started out. When you're starting off. It's like so many people, Tom, and this is important to talk about. So many people they hear the value ladder analogy where you start with something free and then you sell something small, and then you sell something more expensive, and then finally after they go through all of those steps, and only then do you give them your high ticket offer. And that's a big mistake, especially if you're getting started off, right? You should reverse that and start with the high ticket thing. As you build an audience, as you grow an audience, and then you can start coming down from there. All right. So real quick, we got to go because Tom is.
Yeah, I've got a call, but I just want to say, Joe, the key is everything that everyone else is teaching out there, guys, here is the bottom line. Joe has made his fortune as a coach outside of coaching coaches. I have made my fortune outside of coaching coaches. So we're not one of these coaches who make our money coaching coaches. We've made our money as coaches. So what we're telling you is in the trenches, not from the general's tent a mile away with binoculars. We're in the trenches. We did it. We got from 0 to our first awkward sale to 80,000, and then hired people in 800,000, and then a million and 10 million and 15 million. So we've done it step by step with you. We've done it as you. We're not like, oh, we read a book and we're selling information that you can buy for free on internet. This is tried and true. We're only going to give you what is proven and what works. If we don't know, we're not going to talk about it. So all of these other coaches who are selling seminars and webinars and funnels and all this other stuff, the real problem is it sounds really good, right? But it doesn't work. Yes, it works for a small group of people who are really refined and natural born salesmen and presenters. But we're going to show you how to become somebody where the marketing is just an amplification of what you're already good at. So we're going to make you really good at it right out of the gate. We're going to throw you in the deep end and you're going to get good at it. And then we're going to attach Joe's marketing to it, which is going to amplify it.
Yeah. So we got to wrap this up. But if you go to coachmarketingworkshop.com, you'll see a video Tom and I did about it. You'll see what Tom's going to be talking about, what I'm going to be talking about. It's going to be jam-packed 2 full days. We're covering food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner the first day, breakfast and lunch the second day. And it's going to be in Orlando, Florida at the Gaylord. Really beautiful, huge hotel. It's going to be amazing. So again, go to coachmarketingworkshop.com and stay tuned because we're going to be doing a live podcast early next week. Talking about the biggest mistakes coaches make and why they don't succeed. So stay tuned for that. And you're going to be hearing a lot more from Tom and I both as we go into this workshop. We're going to fill it up and we want awesome, exciting people there. And we've already sold a lot of tickets. So go to coachmarketingworkshop.com right now. We'll see you later. Hey, thanks, Tom. Always good chatting with you, brother.
Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to meeting you guys in person. We're going to have a great adventure. Bam!
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.